sorry. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Because I'm not talking very loud. I'm Barbara. Welcome. It is Sunday, May 24th. I'm feeling better today. I was feeling blue yesterday. Kind of blah. More blah than blue, but blah. But I'm feeling better. I had a good day. I didn't do very much. I walked the dog and I knit. I mean, I did a lot, but what I did was knitting. I finished the top part of my sweater. I finished sleeve to sleeve and the neckline, and I started on the body of the sweater. And now I'm in the knit round and round in stockinette stage. The dogs just decided to come in. They were outside. I've been working hard on Maisie. I gotta work on her butt today. Those mats are terrible. But we're working on them. And trying to come up with a plan on how not to have this happen to her again. We're terrible owners. We've never had a dog that had hair before and needed to be brushed all the time. But I think she does. I mean, we just have to get into a routine of brushing her and maybe even have a schedule. Like, on Mondays, we brush under her neck and down her front, On Tuesdays, we do her back and because she's too big to brush her whole body all in one sitting. She won't sit for that long. But anyway, we'll have to come up with the plan because she's all matted. And the first time we had her clipped in September, they had to clip her really short because she was matted. So obviously we're not doing it right. And we've had her for a year now. And we don't want her to be sad and unhappy and unhealthy. So we're going to get better. Corona's teaching us many things, some of which are we got to get better. I think that's true in a lot of areas, not just brushing our dog. So, anyway, I slept pretty well. My food thing was good yesterday. I made gazpacho. Gazpacho isn't super low carb. It's maybe not even low carb. It's low carb. It's got tomatoes and peppers in it. And tomatoes and peppers have some carbs. So it has carbs, just not a ton of them. So I made that yesterday. We had the fixins and fresh veggies, and they'll go bad, so. It's for me, it's not for Dennis. I mean, he can have some, but he doesn't love it. But I like it a lot. So, that's what I did. Girls are out wrestling. We have a kind of a cloudy day. I don't know if you saw them run by. Kind of a cloudy day. But it's supposed to be a nice-ish day. Just not inviting to be out on the deck this morning. But if it doesn't rain too much, that will be good. I've got a little cleaning to do, straightening up, and work on my body. When it's Sunday, maybe I'll have craft night with my daughter tonight. That'll be fun. So, that's it. Really didn't do much except work on Maisie's hair and knit. I watched some podcasts. And some baking shows. I didn't even play poker. Maybe that's a clue. One way to be happier, not play poker. It could be. We shall see. But anyway, I slept. So that's good. And I'm not feeling so bad about my food thing. So that's good. And I'm getting excited about my sweater. So that's good. Dennis is going to have to figure out what his garden plans, because his plants are, he's still got these little plants here. Of course, there was a frost watch the other night, so. Our weather. It's not that warm. It's going to be in the 60s today, Dennis said. So I'm wearing my new Boxy. It's a very good in-between sweater. It's a good spring sweater. 60s is spring weather, so it's okay. If the sun comes out later, that'll be fun. We can go out on our deck and watch our birds. So that's it for me. So I'm gonna work on Maisie's butt, poor baby, and my sweater, and sweep, do a little housework, make my space look a little better, vacuum again, and just hang out. Dennis's parents. So they have a flagpole, and the flag got stuck. They wanted Dennis to come over and help them stick the flag. And he said he would be over, you know, in a day or so. I mean, it wasn't a right away thing. And after he got off the phone, he said, you know, the wind stuck it. The wind might unstick it. But when I took my mother-in-law to the eye doctor this week, she said that, tell Dennis, never mind, he doesn't have to come over to unstuck the flag, because the flagpole broke. The wind was so windy, it broke the flagpole, and so it was down. So she called us yesterday at about noon, because we hadn't walked the dogs yet, and said, oh, could you come over sometime, because I'm trying to do something with the flagpole. And the way the flagpole fell over, they had a light on the top of it, a solar light, so that it could shine down on the flag at night. I'm trying to get that light, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I fell trying to get the light. It must have fallen into like her rock hill, and she tried to climb the hill, but she wasn't hurt. Okay. Can you come over sometime? It's not, you know, it's not urgent, but I want to get that light off the top of that flagpole. Can you come over sometime today to do that? He said, okay, yeah, sure, I can. And there was one other thing she wanted him to do. Okay, I can do it later after we walk the dog. And so we were getting ready to walk the dog. He called his mother and said, hey, I'm making pepper steak. I'll be over around 4 o'clock, and I'll get the light off your pole, and I'll bring you pepper steak for dinner, and take care of that other little thing. Okay. He goes over 4 o'clock. She doesn't call him. He goes over 4 o'clock. She's already climbed up there again. She figured out how to climb up there again, and not fall, and get the light. So he comes back, he tells me this. I said, okay, so now we know. It's no rush. Take your time, it's not a problem. Anytime today's fine means come right away, or I'm going to do it again and fall down the hill. She didn't fall. She claims she didn't fall. But I'll tell you, Pearl, she's not going to tell. Pearl, she wouldn't tell us if she fell or not. If she didn't hurt herself, she wouldn't have to tell us that she fell. Who knows if she fell or not, because she knows she's going to get it. Pearl, knock it off. She's talking back there. Did you hear that? Anyway, so that's the story of my mother-in-law. So now we know Anytime today's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, after the, yeah, it means come right away. But that's the story of them, you know. I mean, they're impatient. They just can't wait. They just can't wait. I'm sure I told you the story of the rabbit. The cat brought a rabbit in, and they called and said, there's a rabbit in the house. Got behind the bed. We can't move the bed. The bed's too heavy. Can you come? And we said, we're coming. We're coming right now. We're coming. We live 10 minutes away. 12. By the time we got there, they had the bed all apart. My father-in-law was bleeding. He had fallen over. My mother-in-law was grabbing the vacuum and then she said, oh, and the rabbit's out. The rabbit already came out and it's outside. And my father-in-law had fallen over and fell on his face and, you know, cut himself and was bleeding. I'm like, I have no sympathy. We told you we were on our way. We left immediately. If you can't wait. I mean, and they had the bed all apart. He tripped over when they were taking the bed apart because they thought, oh, well, they had it halfway apart anyway. Let's vacuum underneath. And he fell and hurt himself. I'm like, I don't want to hear about it. I told you we were coming. We left immediately. It's like, I'm his favorite daughter-in-law. He only has ex-daughter-in-laws. Dennis's brother's been married twice. And then there's me. So he tells me that all the time. I'm his favorite daughter. I get to yell at him. I'm the only one. I am actually the only one who yells at him. Now that I say that, I'm the only one who yells at him. Anyway, so, or I got the light off the top of the pole. I don't know what they're going to do. The pole just broke. It's a metal pole, too. Apparently there was a hole in the flag and it got caught on something, and anyway, so they couldn't use it anyway. So now she's got to figure out how to destroy that flag respectfully. We had a conversation about that a couple weeks ago when they, you know, she was like, I got to do this, I got to do that, you know, because there's a whole process for destroying a flag. So now she has another one. And the flagpole's down, so maybe they won't put it up again. Who knows? They probably will. They like having a flag. Anyway, so happy Memorial Day weekend, or a bank holiday weekend for those of you in Great Britain or elsewhere that might have a bank holiday. It's a bank holiday here too, but we don't call them bank holidays. We call them federal holidays. They're federal holidays. But they all have a name, so we call them by their name. Or else we say we have a long weekend. We do that too. Anyway, all right, I'm rambling. And I will hope you have a good day. Hope things go well. Hope you're feeling well and everybody's healthy. And we shall get through this. We shall get through this. Be interesting to see what comes out the other side. Stay sane, everybody. Stay safe and stay sane.